Hello, Fresh Start fam. Welcome back to my channel. My name is April and this is April's Fresh Start Budgets. Today it is Sip, Sip, Save, Coffee and Cash Stuffing, and we have our Saturday morning cash and our Saturday morning coffee. We have a very snorty dog right over there who's now staring at me like, why are you talking about me in a rude way? But we are going to get started. Let's count our money, see how much we have to cash stuff this morning. We have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 300. Obviously, I have not had enough coffee this morning because I could not count that to save my life, but we made it through it. So how are you guys doing? How was your week? This was one of those weeks where it felt really, really long. Like I kept thinking on Wednesday that it was Friday. I kept thinking on Thursday that it was Friday. I kept wishing on Friday that the day would go faster, and it just really didn't. Friday after work, we went over to my mom's house. She was having some computer problems, and my husband is really good with computers. So we went over to my mom's house and we were able to fix that. And then we came home and had a Friday night movie night with Junior. And my oldest is in Chicago. He's having a great time in Chicago. He is there until Tuesday to see a concert. And he made it safely. He's having a wonderful time. And so it's just all together like really good weekend. Happy that it's the weekend. And I'm happy to be here and saving money with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we are going to do is I actually wanted to show you guys, I did get a question about how I organize all of my challenges. So I wanted to bring this out. Now I wanted to let you guys know this is not my idea. I heard about this idea from Ren over at Mischief Managed Budgets. She got one of these 5x7 photo organization boxes. So it is a big box, and within the big box, there is a bunch of mini boxes. And this again is 5x7 photo storage organization here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mini boxes within the big box. And what I personally did was I organized mine based on the type of challenge that they are, based on the season that I would use it. So like here we have Christmas, then we have winter, spring, summer, Halloween, and fall, and then some miscellaneous challenges. So within each one, I have all the challenges. So let's go into my miscellaneous one. This is a lot of like the affirmation challenges. This would be like gospel challenges. This would be just challenges that really don't have like a specific category, maybe some characters. We have some just general blank, type of savings challenges where they don't have a specific theme to them. They're just pretty and colorful. Some movie challenges. So this is how I organize my challenges in here. Is I keep them all within each one, and then that way I can also go back and look and see, okay, here's my fall challenges. Now I did start pulling some of these out to work them or to use them, but I could also quickly see, okay, I'm running a little low on fall challenges, maybe I want to bump that up. Or with Halloween challenges, I haven't pulled all these out yet, but I do see that I have plenty of Halloween challenges. So I know even if somebody comes out with something super duper cute, and trust me, all of you guys are, I have so many Halloween challenges, I probably don't need to buy any. So this is one of the systems that I use. I have this set, and then I have another set. So this one is more like my holidays and the times of year. And then in the other box, I have, this one is my animals, food, drinks, and books and vacation ones. So food and drink is obviously a lot of coffee challenges because I love my coffee, and then it goes perfect with my Sip Sip Save videos. So this is a lot of coffee challenges, but it's also like taco challenges, donut challenges. There's more coffee challenges. We have some taco challenges. We have cupcakes and coffee and donuts, that type of stuff. So this is the food and drink category. And then we have my books category, and we have my vacation category, which I have a lot in here. It's one of my favorite things to save for. And then in these three that are not labeled, These are actually my challenges that are the professionally printed ones that are available for purchase in my Etsy. So I had some challenges that were professionally printed, so I'm keeping them in here, and then anytime I make a sale, I just grab one of those, sticker it, and send it out the door. And then we have animal challenges here, which obviously there's a lot of these. So I have a ton of animal challenges, any challenge that has like a little animal on it. As you can see, dogs, sharks, probably cats, ducks, all of the above. Any challenge with an animal on it goes in here. So you can create the categories yourself. I just labeled them with my Dynamo label maker, and that's how I have it on here. Okay, so let's go ahead and we are going to start with our 100 envelope challenge. And I did want to also show you guys, because I know I have mentioned it, but I have not showed it. The 100 envelope challenge is something that I sell in my Etsy shop. And when you purchase it, it comes as a full-size download. You get the regular 100 envelope challenge, which I am doing in my emergency fund binder, which saves a total of $5,050 because it's envelopes 1 through 100. You also get, for the same purchase, a 100 envelope challenge, which is envelopes 1 through 50 and then 1 through 50 repeated twice. Saving this way saves a total of $2,550. You also get a 100 envelope challenge, which is envelopes 1 through 25 repeated 4 times. So it's 1 through 25, 1 through 25, 1 through 25, and 1 through 25. This saves a total of $1,300. And you have a 100 envelope challenge, which is envelopes 1 through 20 repeated 5 times. So 1 through 20, 1 through 20, 1 through 20, 1 through 20, for a total savings of $1,050. And you have a 100 envelope challenge, which is envelopes 1 through 10 repeated 10 times. Doing it this way saves you a total of $550. So the reason why I wanted to do it this way is not everybody has it in their budget to do a full 100 envelope challenge. If you want to fill this one, and then once you fill this one, you can take all that money and apply it to this one, and then you take all that money and apply it to this one. This is actually how I thought I was going to do this challenge, but I decided to just do it the regular 100 envelope way with the discs. But this is what I was originally thinking that I would do, is to show you that you can take a smaller challenge and use it to fill bigger challenges. So you could work your way all the way up from the 100 envelope challenge, which is envelopes 1 through 10, all the way up to the regular one, or you could just do it, you know, one year you could do the starter 100 envelope challenge. The next year you could do the 1 through 20 envelope challenge and work your way up as you go to working towards a bigger envelope. So this is available in my Etsy shop. This is one purchase. You get all of the sheets. I personally just shrunk mine down to the A5 size for my binder, but I am doing the regular 100 envelope challenge in here. This is how I went and saved for my emergency fund. This is a total of $5,050. And then in here, I also have a collection of savings challenges totaling $4,950. So between this collection of savings challenges and this 100 envelope challenge, this shall save me $10,000. And that's how I'm funding my emergency fund for the rest of 2025 and all of 2026. So the reason why I have them in here is because these ones have the specific amounts. And I just went through my storage organization thing like you guys saw, and I pulled out any challenges that would be, you know, a specific amount on them because I knew I wanted to have that $4,950. And then I wanted a collection of a bunch of different challenges. I have some that are scratch off, some that are dice, some that are coloring, and a bunch of different challenges from a bunch of different creators. And I just went through all of my storage bins like you guys saw and pulled all those out and put them in here. So that is how I did that. And let's go ahead and get started. We usually put about $150 a week into my emergency fund. So let's put $150 on the calculator. Let me know how your week went. This is Labor Day weekend, so if you guys are doing anything special in the States, please let me know. We will go ahead and give this a shake, and then we'll draw out 2 discs, and then that is what we'll save in the 100 envelope. All right, we have 2 discs. We have 6, or is that 9? No, that's 6. All right, 6 and 66, or nope, that's 99. Oh my gosh, we already got number 99. So we're gonna finish another disc because we have to work number 49. So we're definitely gonna do 49. So let's definitely do 49, and then let's do 56. So let's subtract that, minus 49, and then minus 56. So that leaves $45 left over. So that is going to be a total of $105 that's going to go into the 100 envelope challenge. Let me go ahead and color these ones in. So we're going to do envelope 49. And then that actually finishes this disc because number 99 is done and now 49 is done. So this is one more disc that is completed. That is super awesome. And then this one is the 56, so that is right here. And because we still have to do envelope number 6, we will go ahead and put this one back in there, okay? So we're going to pull out 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and $5. And then that is what is going into the 100 envelope section right here. I have an envelope behind the challenge that holds all the money for it. So we have a $500 placeholder representing money that is already in the high yield savings account for this challenge. And then in cash, we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 300, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. That is awesome. So $324 in here already in cash, plus $500, which means we are $824 closer to our $10,000 goal. I cannot wait. It is super awesome. I'm making amazing progress on this, and I highly recommend, if you guys have a lofty goal, that this is a really fun way of doing it, and I would love for somebody to be saving along with me doing this. Let me know if you do. All right, so for the rest of our $45, we are going to do our challenges in the back. So we are going to start here with our perfect savings. This is a total savings of $75, and this is a challenge from our friend Trisha over at Wild Everest. Let's go ahead and do one right here. Okay, that is a 9. Okay, so let me go ahead and clean that off. Junior has a cross-country match today, a cross-country meet. I'm gonna pull out, let's see if I have, all right, I don't have anything in there. So I'm gonna have to put in 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I have a lot of singles today. So, oh, you know why? Because we finished all of our back to school stuff. So I knew with starting new challenges that I was gonna need a bunch of singles. So I put this money aside because I thought I was gonna maybe film yesterday, but I ended up not being able to with going to my mom's house. So apparently I forgot between yesterday and today. Like I said, it has been a crazy week. All right, so let's go over to this one. Let me subtract the 9 from here. Okay, so we have $36 left. This is from our friend Liz over at Liz and Less. We are doing the highest snail possible. And when I was calculating out all of these challenges to see if I had the $4,950 total, when it came to Liz's challenges, because she has a top number which saves a lower amount and a bottom number which saves a higher amount, I always went with the higher amount. So we are going to do this $15 snail right here. Okay, super cute. Let me go ahead and see if I have a 5 in there that I could pull out. I do. All right, so I'm gonna pull out a 5 and put in a 20. And that is another $15 snail. So minus 15. So we have $21 left. And let me know if you guys like it when I count and see how much each envelope has, or if you just want me to go through and then we can count it up when we finish the challenges. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys like to see? Do you like to see how much each challenge has as we go along? Or do you like to see just, you know, put the money in and save it until the challenge is done and then count to make sure you got all the money? All right, so let's go ahead and do one of these. This is the Candyland challenge from Save with Judy. And this is gonna get $12. So we will put in 5, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so let's subtract 12. So we have $9 left. Okay, I think we can do one of these. The highest number I've seen on this one from Budget with Carly is a 9. So if we get another 9, that's okay. We can do it. So let's go ahead and we'll just do this bottom one right here. Okay, that's a 6. So we will clean this one up. We'll add in that we did 6, so that means $3 is left. So 5 and 6 going into this one. This one is out of a possible save 75. So let's see, you know what, actually let's count and see how much we have on this one, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scratchers left. So we have 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, and $39. Pretty close. Doing pretty good. We're a little more than halfway. That's awesome. So we only have $3 left. Let's go back and do this one. Sometimes I'm using this one as a catch-all. My technically legitimate catch-all is this one in the back, and the numbers on here are 2s and 5s. So if I have an odd number that's not a 2 or a 5, I'll put it in this one from our friend Jerry over at One Frugal Introvert. So let's go ahead and we will color in the 3 dice. And then we will put in 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So this is the last opportunity to save any money in the month of August. We have done our $150 into our emergency fund. Let me put this paperclip where we left off. So we are going to start off next time at this adorable little strawberry shortcake challenge from Lisa Grateful Me and the Happy Mailbox Co. And then we will move on to our other savings challenges. I may have to actually cash condense that binder at some point because it is getting kind of bulky. All right, so I did not actually get to finish any books this week. Like I said, it's been a little bit crazy, but I did start a new book. I started Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I think Becca from Becca Budget 777 has read it, and she said it was really good, so I did start that one. My sister actually is reading it as well. So we did start that one, but I have not finished it yet. Like I said, it's been kind of a crazy week. So hopefully I'll be able to finish it within the next week, and then we will keep going from there. So I don't have any books that I can color in. I'm doing this one as a save $5 for every book that I read. And this side is 50 books. This side is 100 books. And then this is the envelope that I'll put the money in. So now we're going to do our Race to the World. Okay, and this is a freebie challenge that is available in my Ko-fi. It is from myself, Alex over at Allie Bear Budgets, Kimmy from Beijing Girl Budgets, and Christelle from Divine Savings Co., Lindsay from Bookish Mama Budgets, and Veronica from Weekly Budgets. So Veronica only needs one more roll of the dice and she is the winner. But let's go ahead and roll those dice and see who is going to get a little closer to the world today. And I will be doing this the way where if I roll a 6, I save 6. If I roll a 2, I save 2. So that is, I know some people do it where if they roll, whatever they roll, they save $2 a roll. But I'm doing it where I save what I roll. Okay, there we go. We got Lindsay with Mr. Figment, the adorable little Figment character, $5. So we'll do 3 rolls today. Okay, so we're gonna move up a 5. Let's do another roll. Oh, we have Pooh Bear, who has decided to get off the little honey pot and start the race with $2. Figment, or Pooh Bear is the character for Alex over at Allie Bear Budgets, so we saved 2 for that. Oh, and we have a winner. Veronica, congratulations. Miss Bell has won the race with $6. She is our first place winner. So let's save 5 and 6. And I'm going to mark that Miss Bell is the first place winner. So I'm going to keep going until every character has finished. So we will see who gets first, third, or first, second, third, and so on and so forth. So let's see how much we're going to put in here today. We are going to do $5, $10, $11, $12, and $13 into this one so far. Let's see how much we have in total savings. I am knocking stuff on the floor. All right, in our Race to the World, which by the way, it is a freebie if I forgot to mention in my Ko-fi, make sure you guys check that out. Also available in the Ko-fi is some adorable little potato challenges. And so far, I think I've come out with, we have Jack, we have Russ, we have Tater Swift, we have Channing Tatum, we have Reese Witherspud, and we have Harry Totter. So these are all the potatoes and their challenges. Obviously, I have not laminated and stickered everything, but I will be doing a potato binder at one point. I'm just waiting for right now because I know there are more potatoes that Dawn from Dawn Sunrise Budgeting is working on sending out, and some people have not come up with their potato names yet. So I'm going to wait until all the potatoes are safely adopted into their new homes and have been given their new identification names. And then we'll create some savings challenges for those adorable little fellas. And then we will have a potato binder. I think that'll be so fun. And I love that you guys are loving this too, because I am having so much fun doing this. All right, so in Race to the World, we have 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, and 83. That is awesome. All right, so great savings in there. All right, now we are going to start our other challenges. Let me move that out of the way. All right, so let's see. Do I have a spot where I left off? I don't know. We are starting a bunch of new challenges today, so we'll just start off at the beginning. This is the Kinda Emotional, Kinda Emotionless from our friend M over at Plan to Save Designs. And like I said, I knew I was going to be starting some new challenges today, so that's why I have a bunch of singles, but we have a pretty good amount of money to do it today. So I'm going to do maybe 2 or 3 on here. Okay, that is a 3. Okay, that is a 4, so we're at 7. Okay, that is a 2, so we're at 9. Let me do one more. And that is a 3, so we're at 12. Okay. Perfect. So we have 5, 10, 11, and 12. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to leave the challenge out just in case we can come around to it again. This next one is the Cappuccino, and this is from our friend Doodle Dollars. And this is a Save 55. I know this is available on her Ko-fi, and so I was the one that printed it, laminated it, and stickered it. So let's go ahead and we'll do, like I said, about 4 or 5 on here as well. So that is a 7. Okay, let's do this one down here. That is a 4. So we're up to 11. Okay, that is a 6, so we're at 17, and we'll do one more. Oh, that's an 8. Okay, so we're at 25. Wow. Okay, here we go. 20 and 5 going into this one from Doodle Dollars. My husband and I actually just got a new espresso machine. He likes the like lattes, and since I had one on our last cruise that we took, or actually the cruise before last that we took, I had a couple cappuccinos. I kind of really actually got into them. So we decided to get an espresso machine, and so far we've been loving it. All right, this one is from Wild Everest. This is House It Going. So let's do a few on here. We have a 4. We have a 5, so we're at 9. And we'll do one more. We have a 7, okay. So we're at $16 in this one. I would say about 99% of the time I am a just black coffee kind of gal, but I do like the lattes every once in a while. Those are fun. And I do like mixing like my Premier Protein into the drinks too. So, all right, so we have 5, 10, 15, and 16 going into this one. Okay. I'll leave the challenge out just in case we come around to it. This next one is from Snow Gardener 307. To stay the course, sometimes you have to make waves. And this is a 40 plus multiplier. So let's go ahead and do a couple of these. That is a 3. All right, that is a 2. And we'll do one more on the front and then we'll go to the back. Let's do this one right in the middle, and that is a 6. Okay, so we have 11 on the front. Let me remember that by putting it on the calculator. 11 on the front, and then let's go to the back. And on the back here, we have some color-ins, and then we also have some roll and save suns. So let's go ahead and do the roll and save suns. So we have a 6. Okay, so let me add 6. So we're at 17. We'll do maybe 2 more roll and saves. 2. And then 1 more. Another 6. Okay, so that is another 8. All right, so we're at 25. That seems good amount for this one. So 20 and 5 going into this one from Snow Gardener 307. All of these challenges are just gonna go into like regular sinking funds. So I will post that video of all of my completed August challenges and then applying them to sinking funds. Pretty much how I do it is if I have, let's say, $1,000 of completed sinking fund money and I need to put $200 into my kids envelope, $300 into my vacation envelope, $80 into my clothing budget. That's how I do it. I pretty much take the sum of everything that I have and start like divvying it out based on number 1, what my monthly goal is, and then number 2, what the need is. So that is how I do that. Again, I will post that video in a couple days, so make sure you guys come back and check that out. This next challenge is a $100 challenge total from Ellie on Earth with this super adorable little guinea pig in his little guinea pig house with his clothes on the dry line. So let's go ahead and scratch a few of these. That is a 7. Okay, that is a 3, so we're at 10. There's a lot of scratchers on here, so I feel like we could do a few. Okay, that is a 9, so we're at 19, and we'll do one more. Oh, that is an 8. Okay, so we're at 27. Awesome. Okay, so we have 20, 5, 6, and 7. All right, the next one that we have is another sticker challenge from our friend Liz over at Liz and Les. This is cute but prickly. So let me see, I'm gonna do it says top number is 75, bottom number is 150. I'm gonna go ahead and do the bottom number. And then we're gonna do this $20 one right here. He is celebrating this adorable little cute but prickly and hungry. He wants his little cake and eat it too. So we're gonna save $20 for that guy. Super adorable there. Okay, then we are going to do this one from Budget with Carly, and this is a save 60 with all the seagulls here. So let's do a few of these. Okay, that is a 2. That is a 5, so we're at 7. Let's do, I think we have enough money to do one more. All right, and that is a 3, so we're at a perfect $10. Okay, so we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we have $2 left over. So we're gonna put that right in here. And then we're gonna go back to this last envelope here. Now this is what I am using to put money into my IOU bucket. And the way that I am doing this is I have all these little like shop bonus cards, and This one should save a total of $62, and I'm putting that money into my IOU thing. So this one actually needs $3. So let me see if I have another one on here. All right, I have this one. So I'm gonna do a 2 on this one. This is another one from Two Sister Bees that I got as part of the June 2024 Crystal Caverns collection, and I absolutely had so much fun with that game. I actually found it in my storage bin the other day of savings challenges that I wanted to redo, and I was thinking, I'm like, oh, that would be so fun to bring back to Game and Save because it's been a while since we've done it. So I'm gonna actually put the last $2 in here. So I'm gonna write that 2 right there. And then we will put that money in here. Obviously, I started it because I believe I was using Crystal Caverns to save for a vacation. So once I had the money, all that I needed for the vacation, I stopped the challenges for it. But I will go ahead and finish it up with this one for the extra IOU money. So I'm going to put that right in there. And we are all out of money. Let's go ahead and take a sip of our coffee. We have successfully stuffed all our cash, so we deserve a nice sip. All right, friends, there we go. We have cash stuffed, we have sip sipped, and we are going to have a fantastic weekend, and I hope you guys do too. I will see you in the next one. I'm not 100% sure whether that will be a tallying up all the money that we completed in August, if I'm going to come out with that in this weekend, but if I do, I'll see you in that. If I don't, I will see you on Monday for My Money Monday, saving all year long. All right, guys, see you then. Have a good one. Bye-bye.